lecture, we are going to discuss about the datasheet study, fill factor and then cell efficiency of a PV module. So this is the datasheet of the photovoltaic modules. So this one is a polycrystalline PV module which is having the power rating from 210 watts to 240 watts. So there are various types of modules were given. Example, BLD 240, BLD 230, BLD 225, 220, 215 and then 210. There are 60 cells are connected, polycrystalline cells, so that is a 60P. So for this different 6 type of module types, what and all are the peak power, maximum power voltage, maximum power current, open circuit voltage, short circuit current, cell efficiency, module efficiency are listed. So you can able to see the difference of those cells. The BLD 240 60P module type has the peak power of 240 and the maximum power voltage is 3.18 and the maximum current is 7.16. The same thing if you are going to see for the BLD 220 type, the value will be 220. So there will be reduction in the value of the output voltage or maximum power voltage as 29.34 and the maximum power current is 7.96 and 7.5. Open circuit voltage is 36.72 and then 36.56. Here the short circuit current is 8.99, 8.48 and the value of the cell efficiency also there is a reduction, that is 16.5 to 15.25 and the module efficiency is 14.66 to 13.44%. So this is the deviation between the different type of modules. So when there is a increase in the power rating, the values of all the parameters like maximum power, maximum current, open circuit voltage, short circuit current and then cell efficiency, module efficiency, all these values are high, but for the lowest value of the voltage rating, the values are getting deducted. And the maximum system voltage, that is the DC voltage, is 1000 volt for all these type of the module and temperature coefficient of ISC is 0.045 percentage per degree Kelvin and temperature coefficient of VOC is minus 0.34 percentage per degree Kelvin. Temperature coefficient of maximum power is minus 0.47 percentage per degree Kelvin for all these three type of modules. And the series fuse rating is 15 amperes. The cells are 6 x 10 pieces of polycrystalline solar cells which are connected in series and their areas are 156 mm x 156 mm. And also the junction boxes with the 3 bypass diodes and front glass is toughened safety glass of 3.2 mm. So now we will discuss the various types of PV module polycrystalline cells, how the characteristics curve could be. For example, we are going to consider the BLD 240 60P type module in which the peak power is 240 watts, maximum power voltage is 30.18 volt and the maximum power current is IMP 7.96 amperes. The open circuit voltage is 36.72 volt, so that what could be mentioned in the x-axis, that is 36.72 and then the short circuit current is 8.99 amperes. The cell efficiency is 16.5 percentage and the module efficiency is 14.66 percentage. So this can able to be denoted as when you are drawing the IV curve in the y-axis short circuit current and in the x-axis open circuit voltage, and the peak power also can be mentioned as follows. So as I told, the value of the peak power for this particular cell is 240, so that could be mentioned here, and the value of the peak current also 7.96, it can be mentioned in the y-axis, and then the open circuit voltage is 36.72, that is also mentioned, and the value of the maximum power 30.18, that is the voltage which is corresponding to maximum power and the current which is corresponding to maximum power, that can also be mentioned in the graph. And we know that the value of the standard insolation for a solar PV is 1 kilowatt per meter squared at 25 degrees Celsius of temperature. So that also it could be mentioned in the graph as shown in the figure. So we have discussed how to get the parameters from the data sheet and how it can be denoted in the IV curve and PV curve also. Next, another one important term, fill factor for a PV cell. We will discuss about fill factor. So the fill factor is nothing but there is a ratio. It can be expressed in terms of the ratio of the maximum power to the product of open circuit voltage and short circuit current. So before discussing that, we should know what do you mean by fill factor. The short circuit current and the open circuit voltage are the maximum current and voltage respectively from a solar cell. However, at both of these operating points, the power from the solar cell is zero. The fill factor, more commonly known by its abbreviation FF, is the parameter which in conjunction with VOC and ISC determines the maximum power from a solar cell. So, the fill factor is defined as the ratio of maximum power from the solar cell to the product of VOC and ISC. So, fill factor is equal to PMP divided by VOC into ISC. Graphically, the fill factor is the measure of squareness of the solar cell, and it is also the area of the largest rectangle which will fit in the IV curve. So that's what we can able to observe that one. So if it is a large, if you are considering the ideal characteristics curve, it could be the square it can be mentioned like this. That is a cell with a high fill factor. If the value of the power is reduced from this value to this value, then it could be the rectangle or square will change from this position to this. So there will be a less value in the value of the fill factor, because the fill factor is area of A is this whole area which will give you the maximum power VMP and IMP, and this will give you the VOC ISC. So area B will give you the VOC ISC product, and the area A will give you the VMP, IMP. So the graph of the cell output current and power as a function of voltage. Also the short circuit current cell and open circuit voltage point also shown in the figure. So this is the expression for the fill factor. Also, we can able to tell the fill factor as the measure of squareness of the IV curve. A solar cell with a higher voltage has a large possible fill factor, since the rounded portion of the IV curve takes up less area. The maximum theoretical fill factor from a solar cell can be determined by differentiating the power from a solar cell with respect to voltage and finding where this is equal to 0. Hence, dIV by dV is equal to 0. So, if we are recalling the expression for the open circuit voltage, from that we can able to obtain the value of the maximum voltage as VOC minus eta kT divided by Q into ln of Q VMP divided by eta kT plus 1. The equation requires Lambert functions to solve, but a simpler approach is to use the iteration to calculate VMP. The equation above only reaches the VOC to VMP, and the extra equations are needed to find the IMP and fill factor. A more commonly used expression for the fill factor can be obtained empirically. So that is, fill factor is equal to VOC minus ln of VOC plus 72 divided by VOC plus 1, where the VOC is the normalized open circuit voltage, which can be expressed as Q divided by eta kT into VOC. So, from the above equation, a higher the voltage will give higher possible value of the fill factor. However, large variations in the open circuit voltage within a given material system are relatively uncommon. For example, at 1 sun, The difference is between the maximum open circuit voltage measured for a silicon laboratory device and a typical commercial solar cell is about 120 millivolt, giving maximum fill factors respectively of 0.85 and 0.83. However, the variation in maximum fill factor can be significant for solar cells made from different materials. For example, gallium arsenide solar cell may have a fill factor approaching 0.89. The above equation also demonstrates the importance of the ideality factor, also known as the N factor of a solar cell. The ideality factor is the measure of the junction quality and the type of the recombination in a solar cell. For the simple recombination mechanisms, the N factor has the value of 1. A high N value not only degrades the fill factor, but since it will also usually signal high recombination, it gives low open circuit voltages. A key limitation in the equation described above is that they represent a maximum possible fill factor, although in practice the fill factor will be lower due to the presence of parasitic resistive losses, which are already discussed in the effect of the parasitic resistances. Therefore, the fill factor is most commonly determined from the measurement of the IV curve and is defined as the maximum power derived by the product of VOC and ISC. So, the fill factor is equal to VMP IMP divided by VOC into ISC. So, as of now, we have discussed about the data sheet study of the solar cell and then the fill factor. So, from the data sheet study, we have discussed how to get the parameters of the solar cell. Now, we will discuss what is the definition of the cell efficiency. So, we know that the cell efficiency is the most commonly used parameter to compare the performance of one solar cell with another. The efficiency is defined as the ratio of energy output from the ratio of energy input from the sun. In addition to reflecting the performance of the solar cell itself, the efficiency depends upon the spectrum and intensity of the incident sunlight and the temperature of the solar cell. Therefore, the conditions under which the efficiency is measured must be carefully controlled in order to compare the performance of one device to another. Terrestrial solar cells are measured under the atmospheric condition of 1.5 and at a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. Solar cells intended for space use are measured under the atmospheric conditions of 0. So, the cell efficiency, fill factor are the important parameters. So, a cell efficiency can be determined by the fraction of the incident power, which is converted to electricity and is defined as maximum power is equal to VOC into ISC into fill factor, where the efficiency of the cell is given by VOC ISC fill factor divided by the input, because the output is equal to the efficiency is equal to output power divided by the input power. Here the output power is nothing but the maximum power. So, efficiency can be written as P max divided by input power. This maximum power, as we have discussed, VOC into ISC into fill factor divided by input power. So, the efficiency is VOC ISC fill factor divided by the input power. So, where the value of VOC is the open circuit voltage and ISC is the short circuit current, and fill factor FF, and the efficiency eta. So the input power for efficiency calculation is 1 kilowatt per meter squared or 1000 milliwatts per centimeter squared. This is the standard value of the insulation, and the input power for a 100 cross 100 mm squared cell is 10 watts, and for a 156 cross 156 mm squared cell is 243.2 for 24.3 watts. So this is the efficiency calculator. Using this, we can able to. This is one kind of a software in which you can, if you are filling the value of the open circuit voltage, short circuit current, fill factor, you can able to obtain the value of the efficiency, because the efficiency is VOC ISC fill factor divided by the input power. So if we know all these four parameters, you can able to calculate the value of the efficiency as well as the maximum power also. Maximum power is nothing but the value of VOC ISC into the fill factor. So in this video we have discussed about how to do the datasheet study for the PV cell. So there are different value of the different types of modules of the solar PV is given, and using those PV modules, what and all are the value of the VMP, IMP, VOC, ISC, cell efficiency, fill factor, module efficiency, all those data we can able to obtain. Apart from that, the value of the temperature coefficient for the voltage, current and power, that is alpha V, alpha I and then alpha P also can be obtained from the data sheet. So these data sheets are nothing but the data that is after once the manufacturers have done with their manufacturing process of particular type of or module of the solar PV, what is the all specifications will be mentioned in this data sheet. So using these data sheets as a reference, we can able to draw the IV curve, PV curve, and you can able to mention the rating of VOC, ISC, VMP, IMP and PMP. So if you know the data sheets and all, we can able to proceed for the further design process of the solar PV. Then we started with the discussion about the fill factor. So the fill factors are the measure of goodness of the PV cell. That is how a PV cell is good or bad. So that can be obtained from if your standard or ideal PV cell IV characteristics is compared with the actual characteristics. So if the value of VOC ISC area is obtained from the PV curve divided by the area of VMP IMP, we can able to find the value of the fill factor. So if we know the value of the VOC ISC fill factor and the input power, even we can able to calculate the value of the efficiency. Why? Because the efficiency of the PV cell is VOC ISC fill factor divided by the input power. So there are so many software simulation tools are there to obtain the value of the cell efficiency, fill factor, and then the to study about the data sheets and all. So if you know all these data, it is easy for you to design a PV for any of the applications. So in the subsequent modules, we will be discussing how to design a PV and all, and what and all are the connections of the PV, and then we will be discussing what is the solar power conditioning system and what and all are the block diagrams are involved in the solar PV conditioning system, and then what is the MPPT, maximum power point tracking system, then what and all are the types of maximum power point tracking system, and then we will be discussing about the what is the integrated PV cell, that is how it can be connected in the standalone or the grid connected PV system, and what and all are its types and their configurations we will be discussing. Then in the next fifth module we will be discussing about the applications of PV module like solar charger, solar battery car, and then the satellite communication, solar water pumping system, and then solar street lighting system. So I hope you have understood about the datasheet study, cell efficiency and fill factor of a PV cell. Thank you.